Stop in the name of the law! We're gonna crack this case and prove we're the greatest partners of all time!
Yeah! If you want to talk to a reptile, I am your gal. When Zootopia was founded, this whole neighborhood got cut off from the rest of the town. It's the only place to get away with wearing a shirt and no pants. Hey, Johnny!
So I can't believe it's almost been 10 years since Zootopia came out. Time flies. Now, this movie pretty much centers around the events of what happened from the last Zootopia. Even though it was 10 years ago, let me give you a refresher. The story follows Judy Hopps, a budding, kind of vigorous detective once out for justice, and a con artist of a crook, Fox Wilde. And these two come together, and they end up hooking up and taking down the mayor of Zootopia, who is in a corrupt mayor. And fast forward a year and a half later, they're both on the force, and they're starting out a case, and they are on the outs of everyone, still once again trying to prove themselves, as they are not just a one-hit pony, a trick pony, and they actually have what it takes to be real, live, and good detectives. Snake played by K.U. Kwan. A lot of us might know from Every Place, Everywhere, All at Once, and from back in the day from Indiana Jones. Voices his character as a budding reptile, and reptiles are forbidden in Zootopia. They are kind of the lost outcasts, and they are exiled from there. And he comes where he steals a precious ornament, and now the whole city is looking for them. Now Judy and Nick must come together once again to find the case and find the allure and this true mystery behind why these reptiles are exiled from Zootopia. About this movie is I still love the comedy. I love the voicing. They have, and I love about these animated movies. They have so many different characters that come in and lend their voices. So many big name stars. I didn't realize The Rock was in here. Roman Reigns was in here. CM Punk. Bateman, obviously Danny Terrell. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Let's see, John Rios. This cast is Idris Elba. Like they just bring it. Like their voices, and the script is such a beautiful, well done script. And I love that. To me, this character deserves all the praise. Ke Kwan, the one that voices Gary the Snake, who pretty much is the main kind of story, is essentially about him and his family and how they're essentially erased from the history books of Zootopia. These reptiles are outcast. Judy and Nick, the way they come together to figure out why is it they're actually exiled, why are these reptiles exiled, and the allure behind why exactly they're exiled, it comes up, and it becomes like this sinister plot on, to me, that came in the lights of two different things. You could use this as what they did to the reptiles did to the Indians, and they were outcast, almost kind of how, like, in my personal opinion, how black folks are treated in some light, how they're like known as the outcasts. They're dangerous, like they're not to be trusted, and that's how they outcast these reptiles and snakes. And once you find out the allure of what really happened to them, like their true story, you just sit here like, oh my god, like me as an African American, I felt this. And also people who are like indigenous, like Indian indigenous people, they will feel as like their entire history was actually trying to get erased. So like I said, to me, I think I love the underlining plot of this movie. I thought it was especially a solid plot, like, to deal with kind of racial issues and inequality issues in this country, but still do it in like a fun, kiddish way. But I think like a lot of kids won't get the bigger premise of it, but a lot of adults will. Because I was in the back like, oh my god! Like all in all, I love the messaging of this movie. I thought Nick Wilde, obviously played by Jason Bateman, was the Fox, was just hilarious as he always is. Like Jason Bateman to me is always like that very like sarcastic, smooth criminal type of character. Like I played by Fortune. She was hilarious. I thought the Beaver was probably like the most funniest character, like addition into this, and also having Roman Reigns and CM Punk as zebras, which was once again hilarious. So like all in all, like I have to give this movie probably. It has to give. Yeah, I have to give this movie a 10 out of 10. Like everything in the box is funny, Good story, great characters. I thought the pacing of this movie was well. Like, I don't have anything bad to say about this movie. It got an A on the cinema score, so I mean, and it made $10 million opening night on this on just the Tuesday alone. So they're on with another big hit. I think this is going to be another smash hit for Pixar animation as well. I can't say any enough good things about this movie. I think everyone should take their children to go see it, especially if you're African American or Indian. I think a lot of people, indigenous Indians, will really kind of coincide and feel about like the underlying issues of this particular movie, in my personal opinion.